Hey there, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly astrological and tarot forecasts for the week starting May 20th, 2024. And just a quick reminder, if you ever want to get a personal reading with me, you do need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. So what is going on when it comes to this week for you? Because we've got a lot of activity and lasting activity at that. On the 23rd, we have Venus conjunct Jupiter in Taurus, your second house of income, employment, values, and security. And we also have a full moon in Sagittarius, your ninth house of expansion, growth, big moves, big travel opportunities, big contracts, long distance connections, any kind of big to-dos that you have going on. And so what we have is this combination of love and luck super magnets pulling together. And we also have culminations, high energy, and transitions. This is all about you getting moved up and out of humdrum situations, things that have become a bit stale. There's no more energy in them. Love and luck, super magnets pulling together means you're probably going to be finding that your work life and your financial life is about to shoot you sky high. And there is also an opportunity here for a lot of you to get on the road when it comes to big projects, big moves, big travel opportunities that you would like to, well, open the road for. And again, this is not just on the 23rd. This is going to be a stretched influence going all the way up through the 7th of June. On the 25th, we also have another big move going on. We have Jupiter entering Gemini, your third house of communications, pacts, promises, commitments, helpful third parties, as well as hookups and collaborations. And when Jupiter goes into your third house, this starts up a year of fresh luck, wealth, big moves again, and gains starting here on the 25th and going all the way up into 2025. So this is a time where you're going to notice a lot of important hookups, transfer opportunities, collaborations, things that are going to not only be boosting your professional life, but also your social life, getting you where the action is. Very strong uptown kind of feel going on for the Aries people, and a lot of hustle, a lot of bustle, and a lot of wealth at that. So that's what we've got for your astrology and the weather. Let's have a look and see what's going on with the tarot and the traffic. Okay, Aries, it's time to see what's going on when it comes to your weekly tarot and the traffic. So we're going to be talking about spiritual themes, what this week is all about, money and material concerns, news, messages from other people, friends, family, community, any challenges or things to watch out for, and of course, love, romance, and partnerships. So, for the big spiritual theme or the big focus of your week, you've got the Ten of Swords upright, which is a card of plug pulls. This is a card of a lot of endings to things that are already in bad shape. This is going to be a week where you may be finding that a lot of finalities could be stacking up. And for some of you, even, you could be the one deciding this experience. This is the card of something being called quits. This could be you calling it quits. It could be things falling away that you know are extremely bad for you or have been holding you back or creating issues over and over again. But the Ten of Swords can indicate a harsh end to a situation that is already harsh on you. And so that could govern a lot of this week. Just remember, when it comes to the Ten of Swords, these are also endings that we are better off for having. And so, again, some of you could see this as a card of relief. I have seen this show up as a card of relief and release, but it can be a lot of culminating events coming that, kind of push that relief into being. For your for your finances, work, job, material concerns, you've got the Two of Pentacles reversed, and this is a card that is all about downsizing. It's a card of commitments. This card indicates an opportunity to kind of resolve or reduce a situation that has become unmanageable, or there is a call to reduce something that has become unmanageable. A lot of the times with the Two of Pentacles reversed, we get a chance to release ourselves from something that has been costing us, whether it's a financial cost or some other kind of cost. This is also likely a time where something that is about to grow or burgeon or become a better presence or a bigger presence in your life needs more room. And so you may be forced to consider releasing something that you have been kind of juggling, trying to keep on your plate that does need to be released after all. A lot of the times with the Two of Pentacles reversed, there can also be a call to let go of a ball now that's not serving you so you don't drop it at a bad time later, and you will see good results for that choice. For your community, friends, relatives, other people in your life, you've got the Sun card reversed, and the Sun card reversed is still a card of moving on up in the world, things improving, things going through a really good fix process. And there could be something going on with a friend or with a plan or a goal or ambition that you have that is coming on up in the world. It is getting a lot more of a shine on it, and it's drawing in a lot of support. But it is likely going to be a week where there could be some tension that comes in around this. While we have a lot of positive news, even though it's a reversed card, there can be issues that come up where maybe people who are afraid of change, or they're too, simplistic in their thinking, they're not creative, or maybe they are just kind of dull, or perhaps to a certain extent resistant to things improving, period, right? Because some people, they're just set in their ways, could be risk, just kind of making it not exactly as exhilarating an experience or as happy an occasion as it really is. So whatever is going on there, just keep in mind that even if the Sun card is reversed, it is working in your favor, and it looks like in the favor of your friend or your ally, your contact, your family member, whoever else is involved in this situation. For your challenge this week, you've got the Strength card reversed. Now, the Strength card reversed is a card that warns about extremes. It warns about conflicts. It warns about, making sure that we are applying proportionate amounts of focus, intensity, energy, and diligence and commitment where it belongs. This can sometimes show up where there could be issues that we need to face with things either that we have been neglecting, that we have not been giving support to or care to, or there could be issues coming up where something is getting too much. It's taking over our world, it's taking over our life, our focus, and we just can't have room for anything else. There could also be some conflicts that could come up with a person that could go either way, whether it's somebody who is being too slow, too dull, too indolent, too inactive, too passive, or the opposite, too high energy, somebody who is too prone to extremes, disproportion, and over intensity. And so that might be something that does come up, a couple of times this week, depending on how you nip that in the bud. For your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, we've got the Four of Swords upright. And the Four of Swords is a card of rest. It's a card of healing. It's a card of repose. And people taking time to not only get their energy back, but get their worlds back on track. Now, for a lot of you, this could indicate that possibly you and a partner are going to decide to put the brakes on something that you have both been working on because we might realize that it's not for us, or we're just not the people that we were when we thought this was something important. This could also be a time where both you and a partner outside of the relationship are getting a chance to do some serious healing and regenerative work when it comes to getting back on your respective paths, back on your respective roads, back into a sense of feeling like you actually belong where you are, which is really, really good. And this is also a card of regeneration. And so kind of, again, getting back a lot of lost things, lost energy, lost materials. Beautiful card. For those of you who are single or are available to new people, the Four of Swords indicates that this week, the romantic experience is likely going to be something that progresses a bit slowly. For those of you, who are kind of curious, this doesn't necessarily mean that there isn't any kind of love or romance there, but this is like baby steps, like really slow baby steps. And some of you may have some good news that comes up, but choose to put off doing anything about it until the weekend or next week. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, don't forget my name is Nico, Son of Selene, and should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly astrological and tarot forecasts for the week starting May 20th, 2024. And just a quick reminder, if you ever want to get a personal reading with me, you do need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com, or you can follow the links in the down bar below. So what is going on when it comes to your week? We've got a lot of energy this week, and it's all kind of stretched. This is not a week where we have aspects just kind of here one day, gone the next. Starting on the 23rd, we've got Venus conjunct Jupiter in your sign, in your first house, and we also have a full moon in Sagittarius, your 8th house of shared resources, shared responsibilities, bonus income, bonus money, self-employment earnings, intimacy and sexuality, as well as partner income and partner contributions, whether they are romantic partner contributions or business partner contributions. And so these two combined are setting up a powerful 2-week window period where love and luck super magnets are pulling together with a lot of culminations, high energy, and transitions. And it looks like there's going to be a lot of powerful moves getting made when it comes to romantic transformations as far as jumping up stages in your romantic life. This could be a very powerful week, especially when it comes to bringing, 2 weeks, excuse me, when it comes to delving into new prosperity in partnerships, and that also includes business partnerships. And you're also going to find love and luck super magnets are going to be pulling you a lot closer to very important opportunities, to very important resources that are going to help shoot an important personal priority or pursuit sky high. On the 25th, we've got another big move going on with Jupiter entering Gemini, which is your second house of income, employment, values, and security. And so starting on the 25th and going all the way up into 2025, we see the beginning of a year of fresh luck, wealth, big moves, and gains starting here now. This is a very fortunate aspect that only happens about once every 12 years. And so you may find that this is transforming a great deal of your income profile. You may be finding that you're making a lot more money than you've been used to. Your base salary or your monthly take home, what you usually predict, going to start going through some powerful transformations as we close up May and go through June, and that's going to set a new normal as we go through the rest of this year. So that is what we've got for your astrology and the weather. Let's have a look and see what's going on with your tarot and the traffic. Hey there, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly tarot traffic. And so let's have a look, see what's going on here. We're just going to look at the spiritual themes for this week. Money and material concerns, news and messages from other people, contacts, friends, family, challenges, and love, romance, and partnerships. Okay, so for your big spiritual theme or your big focus, you've got the Chariot upright. And so this week is going to be a week of very high demanding activity, but one that is going to have, it's going to pay a lot of dividends your way. We'll put it that way, because the Chariot card is all about advancement. It's all about promotion. It's all about charging ahead, overcoming obstacles. But this can also be a demanding card. You know, we are shifting into high gear with a lot of projects, plans, communications, relationships, and it can kind of feel like you might be suddenly having to work at a faster pace or a more rushed pace than you're used to. There are a lot of payoffs that come from this, so you don't want to look at this as a bad thing. In fact, with the Chariot card upright, you may be even finding that your popularity or your level of respect, your reputation is also soaring where you want it to be. So you got to make sure you know how to match this new experience. For your Material concerns, work, job, finances, practical affairs. You've got the King of Pentacles reversed. So the King of Pentacles reversed is one of those cards that is like we've got a lot of good and we've also got a lot of warnings at the same time. For the good, this card does indicate a great deal of material wealth, getting put on the table for you to consider. Whether this is transformations on the job front, transformations on the work front, transformations on just a general finance or home front. And all of that is really, really good. And this can actually be a really demanding card, kind of like the Chariot, but giving you an opportunity to rake in a lot of money really fast. However, the warning is you got to be careful not to sell your soul as you go through it, because the King of Pentacles reverse can often indicate the temptation to get greedy, and that could be even coming from the King of Pentacles reverse. This could be somebody who is very domineering, somebody who's very possessive, somebody that could be very, in a weird way, there could be something alluring about their success, but there is also a lot of evil there. Very controlling, again, possessive and domineering kind of person. If it's not a person, it just might be a situation that carries or enforces those kinds of experiences as well. So just be careful to make sure that you watch your appetite, you watch your actions, you cash in where you can, but you don't sell out. That's all. For your community, friends, relatives, other people in your life, you've got the Queen of Swords reversed. And the Queen of Swords reversed is indicating there could be some difficult communications going back and forth with or around an individual who is kind of in a very vindictive, obsessive, very selfish place. The Queen of Swords reversed can often indicate a situation where you could be struggling with somebody that is not really interested in changing their behavior. They're just kind of interested in, there's almost like a narcissism in their behavior. If there's nothing wrong with me, it must be the universe and everyone who wronged me. And usually with the Queen of Swords reversed, we see somebody that could be starting problems with you or starting problems with somebody that you care about. And either way, you just got to be ready to take on the situation. For your challenge this week, you've got the Three of Cups reversed. And even though, again, it looks like you're doing really well, this Three of Cups reversed is pretty emblematic of what is happening outside of you, right? You've got the Chariot, so you're flying high, but it seems like the world around you, the social connections, the network around you is in chaos. And with the Three of Cups reversed, this is a card of infighting, of drama, of isolation, bitching, click wars. And there could be something that comes up in a group or in a family situation where you're not really sure where to throw your loyalty, where to throw your allegiance. If you want to referee whatever is happening here, pay attention to the company that you're keeping. Are we working with the right people? Are we giving too much compassion to unhealthy people? Are we leaving our boundaries wide open? For your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Queen of Wands upright. And the Queen of Wands is a card of very powerful, not just support for its own sake. It's very dynamic help coming your way. The Queen of Wands is a card of passion, a card of, amplification. And so this is going to be a week where a lot of you are going to find that your relationships are becoming not only a lot more electric and a lot more erotic and a lot more stimulating, but also a lot more successful. This is a card of wins. And a lot of you may find that this is something that is just getting embodied between you and a partner, or you could be blessed with the help of somebody coming to help you and a partner make some major accomplishment, and maybe just the elation from that accomplishment make some other stuff happen for you. For those of you who are single or available to new people, this could represent somebody coming closer to you that can help you, that is well connected, and could even be lifting up something in your life that has nothing to do with your love life. Or, as wands can sometimes do that, whatever court card, this might be just somebody who's able to hook you up with a romantic opportunity. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, don't forget my name is Nico, Son of Selene, and should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly astrological and tarot forecasts for the week starting May 20th, 2024. And just a quick reminder, if you ever want to get a session with me, you do need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com, or you can follow the links in the down bar below. So what's going on when it comes to your week? Okay, so we've got a lot of really intense energy this week that's actually very positive, but it is also stretched over the course of several weeks, and in one case, over the course of a year. So there's no here one day, gone the next when it comes to this forecast. Starting on the 23rd, we've got Venus conjunct Jupiter in Taurus, your 12th house of the past, private matters, hidden opportunities, private pursuits, private connections, secrets and shortcuts, and your personal history. And we also have a full moon in Sagittarius in your 7th house of partnerships, closest one-on-one connection. So this is the boyfriend, girlfriend, BFF, business partner, husband, wife, roommate, all the people you have your most involved, closest one-on-one connections with. And so what we have is this love and luck super magnet pulling together you and something that is a deeply treasured private wish or private goal or private pursuit. Now, this could be maybe a dream or a goal or an aspiration that you have been working on in secret, or something that you have been always trying to fully invest in that goes back in time and history. A private connection or a personal connection or a private relationship is likely going to go through a powerful evolution, or there could be something coming forward from there. And we also see this turning something that has been maybe small or kept quiet into something super gainful, super successful. We also have this full moon in the 7th house closing a chapter in an important one-on-one connection, right? This is the boyfriend, girlfriend, BFF, business partner, husband, wife, roommate type of connection. And so there is likely going to be the ending of a stage, the turning of a page, the ending of a chapter in a relationship's progression. As we go on to the 25th, because that's not just for those days, by the way. That's going to be running from the 23rd all the way up through the 7th of June. On the 25th, we've also got another long influence move going on. We've got Jupiter entering your sign, which is all about your independent pursuits, your personal journey, the things that are about you and your life goals, your life mission, what you are here to do, and everything that is about you, as well as your whole world all at the same time, all areas of your life at once. And with Jupiter entering your sign, we've got a year of fresh luck, wealth, big moves and gains starting now. Now, this is going to be hitting all areas of your life at once. That's what Jupiter does in our first house. And there is likely going to be a lot happening starting on the 25th, but going up through the 2025, where the landscape of your entire reality is transforming into something so much more wealthy, prosperous, comfortable, and pleasurable. It's going to feel totally alien compared to what it is now. So that is what I've got for you as far as the astrology is concerned. Let's have a look and see what's going on with your tarot and the traffic. Okay, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly tarot and the traffic. So we've got your spiritual themes: money, material concerns, work, job, finances, career. News from other people, other stories that affect yours, friends, family members, sometimes partners, but they have their own card. And of course, contacts of all kinds, challenges, and love, romance, and partnerships. Okay. So for your big spiritual theme or your big focus, you've got the Hierophant upright. And so the Hierophant card is kind of a heads up that there's going to be a lot of movement going on in your world where you are being asked to get ready to learn how to embody roles that you've not necessarily been carrying on. Now, this can be really good. The Hierophant is usually a card of stepping up. There is a big focus on community, on structure, on order, new security as well. But we also need to be ready to keep up with the new mental, emotional, and just social demands of it all. This can show up in situations where it's like, okay, we're about to get promoted literally, so I actually have to get ready to like take a night class or take some extra training or whatever's going on. But that's a very specific circumstance. This could happen in all kinds of different ways in any kind of situation, right? Role changes in family, role changes in relationships, role changes in groups, role changes in your society or with your profession, of course. But be ready for that. That's going to come up a lot this week. For your material circumstances, work, job, finances, practical affairs, you've got the Death card upright. And so the Death card is all about endings. It's all about transitions, turning a page, right? Letting go of one normal so that another normal can be ushered in. This is likely something, and I always say this with the Death card because it's so important. This is likely something that you have seen coming. Something that has already been trending in this direction. It's already broadcast itself. The Death card, 9 out of 10 times, is not a surprise to anybody. This could be something that was promised being fulfilled, or this could just be a term coming to an end. For a lot of you, this turnover is going to have that out with the old, in with the new kind of feel. It can be really good news, especially for those of you who've maybe been kind of stuck in a rut, stuck in a lurch with either a job hunt, a role that's not going anywhere. Maybe you're not happy with what you're doing with your job, or you've been house hunting. This is a great card for all of that. Just be prepared. Transition's getting underway. For your community, social connections, friends, relatives, other people in your life, you've got the Moon card reversed. And the Moon card reversed is all about reveals. It's all about discoveries, puzzles, mysteries getting solved, illusions dissipating. And this could indicate something getting revealed in your life, in your social life, or with an important connection. For some of you, this could be something coming out of, another person's mouth or experience, right? Something getting unveiled, a big discovery that they are making, or a discovery that you're making, or a discovery you're making together. Or this could, for some of you, even be somebody stepping forward to help you solve or clear up a mystery or eliminate a problem. This could be either, you're going through it and they're helping you, or they're discovering something, or they're coming out about something. But either way, veils dissolving all around. For your challenge this week, you've got the Three of Wands reversed. Falling behind. The Three of Wands reversed is all about declines, missed opportunities, oversights, and you're going to want to really stay on the ball when it comes to keeping up the pace with a lot of changes that are going on around you. The Three of Wands reversed can sometimes call for us to, right, double check emails got where they went, double check communications got received, reply, all of that kind of stuff, because the Three of Wands reversed, if we miss it, certain things can be hard to recover. This can also be a call to pay attention to things that maybe we have misjudged or miscalculated in the past. You will be finding out about things you did not know you were missing out on this week. And some of those things, unfortunately, might not be retrievable, but some of them will. But your challenge is to open your mind to them and be ready to do your due diligence to engage them. For your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Tower upright. And the Tower is all about a massive shift, a massive, explosive, high-impact event. This is a life direction changing influence that comes through here with this card. Now, this could be something either anticipated or not anticipated, depending on what's going on with you. A lot of the times with the Tower card upright, we see something that has been maybe kind of already sort of, holding off a transition, going through that transition. Now, this could be something that is happening to you and a partner, or this could be something going on with a partner and their life as it connects to the relationship. This could be the end of a road that we have been trying to go down, or this could be the end of something that maybe impacts us both directly and environmentally. With the Tower card upright, it will be intense and it will kind of be world rocking. But With the Tower, it's also a sign, and typically when this card shows up, it's like this is a part of a bigger chain of events, or this is a part of a bigger picture, and, we need to be ready to get on the move. When it comes to those of you who are single or available to new people, you may be getting close to somebody who is either going through this or has just come through this themselves. They might be kind of in the middle of it, or they may be on the other side of it, or whatever is going on. But the Tower is indicating here that that might be something that is going on in their world as you connect to them. So, just keep that in mind for context. It's not saying don't approach. It's not saying don't bother. But that might be a clue as to, okay, what is going on with everybody in this situation. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, don't forget my name is Nico, Son of Selene. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly astrological and tarot forecasts for the week starting May 20th, 2024. And don't forget, if you ever want to get a personal reading with me, you do need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. So what is going on when it comes to your week? Well, we've got a lot of long-term energy going on. So everything we're talking about here is not just going to isolate to the calendar date, and it's your responsibility to remember that. On the 23rd, we have Venus conjunct Jupiter in Taurus, your 11th house of friendships, your support system, and community. And at the same time, we also have a full moon in Sagittarius, which is taking place in your 6th house of work, your reputation, your schedule, your lifestyle, your routines, the services you give to the world, and what you get back for those services. And this is setting up a 2-week window period where a lot of love and luck super magnets are pulling together, and we have a lot of culminations, high energy, and transitions all happening at the same time. So when we have this kind of combo, this is transforming your very work profile. This could be a time where a lot of you are coming into your own as far as maybe a transformation of a role, a work direction, a career direction, or a powerful transformation in your community, your popularity, as well as your sense of belonging in the world, and of course, magnetizing important, helpful connections closer to you, both known and new. And this is going to also close up some chapters in your life as it relates to ties to old reputations, old roles, maybe even old business. On the 25th, we've got Jupiter entering Gemini, your 12th house of the past, private matters, secrets, hidden opportunities, shortcuts, and old business as it affects the present. And when Jupiter goes into the 12th house, we see this year-long shift go on here, right? Starting on the 25th, we begin a year of fresh luck, wealth, big moves, and gains. Jupiter in the 12th house is going to be bringing you opportunities to have some big scores come through unconventional roads. You're going to be getting a lot of shortcuts to career growth, to financial growth opportunities, as well as even opportunities to bring dreams back to life from the past. And with Jupiter in the 12th house, you may also find you are attracting a lot of important helpers, a lot of important mentors, and even hookups that have a lot of pull behind the scenes where you need it in order to help you jump up in the world, especially if you've been in a space where you feel like you've been stuck staying small. And so be prepared, secret opportunities, surprise wealth, surprise boons. It's all a big part of this for you. So that is what we've got for your astrology and the weather. Let's have a look and see what's going on with your tarot and the traffic. Okay, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising, time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly tarot and the traffic. So we've got your spiritual themes: money, material concerns, practical affairs, communications from other people, so friends, family, professional contacts, sometimes partners, but they do have their own card. Challenges, and love, romance, and partnerships. Okay. So for your big spiritual theme, your big focus, you've got the Knight of Wands upright. And the Knight of Wands is all about getting lifted up by a huge burst of intense drive that is kind of reshaping your environment socially, professionally, personally. The Knight of Wands is taking things in your life that you have been doing that have been maybe small or have been slow or could be bigger, and making them bigger and better. With this card, you might be finding a lot of help coming your way, a lot of assistance from third parties, people intervening, people interceding, offering their assistance. And you might actually be getting pushed to be a lot more bold with your own ambitions or your own activities. With the Knight of Wands upright, we're always being shown where something could be bolder. For your material circumstances, work, job, finances, practical affairs, you've got the Lovers upright, which is all about commitments. It's all about unions. It's all about contracts, partnerships, collaborations, made in heaven. And with the Lovers card, there is likely going to be something that really makes your day or your week coming up. A lot of the times this can show up where an important conversation or a very valuable business partnership, or maybe just partnership or agreement with a business entity, a financial account, a financial arrangement that is golden, shows its virtue. This could also be something that you are guided to undertake or guided to commit to. Sometimes the Lovers can indicate, again, a helpful third party or somebody that is ushering us or coordinating with us in that way. Either way, there's going to be a good thing locked in for you. For your community, friends, relatives, other people in your life, you've got the Five of Wands upright. And this could be still a pretty hectic week. It sounds pretty hectic in a good way so far, but with the Five of Wands, this is all about something kind of getting thrown into a manageable but not fun chaos. The Five of Wands is all about hectic activity, things getting heated, too many, irons on the fire, competing agendas. And there could be something going on with a friend or a relative or a contact where it's kind of like something is throwing their world off. And so it's throwing off a plan that they have with you, or you guys are kind of butting heads, or people over there are butting heads. And you're going to have to find a way to get that situation sorted. I feel like this, for some of you, could be a wrench getting thrown into another person's life, which is throwing a wrench into yours. And for others, it's just kind of a lot of competing needs crashing into each other. For your challenge this week, you've got the Hangman upright. And the Hangman is all about pause. It's all about withdrawing. It's all about taking a second, taking a step back, hanging out on the fence for a little bit. When the Hangman shows up as a challenge, this could be a warning about not acting when you should. When this card shows up as a challenge, it's kind of waiting too long. Now, it's important to not be rushing yourself. Don't be impulsive, but maybe you could be going faster with certain things in your life. The Hangman could also indicate maybe even some frustration with another person that is going slow, or another person that's on the fence about something, and we're kind of waiting for them to share their piece, say what they need to say, do what they need to do. But with the Hangman, there are good reasons for the holdups. We just got to balance that into all the other hectic activity that's going on. And for your love life, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Eight of Pentacles upright. And the Eight of Pentacles is all about improvements. It's all about gain, upgrades. It's all about progress. And when we have the Eight of Pentacles in love, a lot of you are going to find that you and a partner are getting finally to see some pay dirt with something that has been a long or short-term relationship or family goal. This can also indicate good financial news coming to your relationship, either to you or through your partner, or maybe a family situation or a friend situation. And it's going to be something that we can invest right away into something that we want to further. And for those of you who are single or are available to new people, it's likely that you could meet a potential new love opportunity through a common interest, be it professional or a hobby. or something that is a part of, your own creative life, your spiritual life, something that you're both very passionate about. I've also seen this sometimes show up where it's like people might meet somebody, at school, on their job, or on the other person's job. Just pay attention to where work and community, or creativity and community, or even recreation and community overlap. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, don't forget my name is Nico, Son of Selene, and should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly astrological and tarot forecasts for the week starting May 20th, 2024. And just a quick reminder, if you ever want to get a personal reading with me, you do need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com, or you can follow the links in the down bar below. So what is going on when it comes to your weekly astrology? Well, this week we've got a lot of aspects that are not just here one day, gone the next. So be smart and remember that because a lot of what we're talking about here is going to stretch 2 weeks, and some of it's going to stretch an entire year. And it all starts on the 23rd with Venus conjunct Jupiter in Taurus, your 10th house of career, upward mobility, status, station, promotions, and raises. And we also have a full moon in Sagittarius, your 5th house of love, romance, creativity, recreation, personal enterprises, and your relationships with your kids. And so we have this Venus conjunct Jupiter creating love and luck super magnets pulling together. And you're going to find over the course of this 2-week period, some very profound favors are going to be put on the table for you when it comes to boosting your career profile, your career prominence. This is a time where you could be having a lot of important conversations about transitions, promotions, opportunities, things that are going to put you in line for more golden roads when it comes to your earning power. It's all beautiful. And also at the same time with a full moon in Sagittarius, there's going to be a big chapter change going on, a big stage change happening in some area of your love life as it relates to, maybe a relationship getting ready to change a status, change roads, change directions. It's going to head down towards the future. And also a transformation in maybe the way a personal dynamic is playing out with one of your children or a creative collaborator. On the 25th, we've got Jupiter entering Gemini, which is your 11th house of friendships, your support system, and community. And with Jupiter here, there's going to be a lot of boosts to everything to do with your social connections, both personal and professional. This kicks off a year of fresh luck, wealth, big moves, and gains that go all the way up into 2025. You're going to be finding that you are amassing allies like crazy. This is also a time where a lot of hookups that are going to be boosting you both, again, in your personal life and your professional life are going to be coming through your community, through your friends. This is also a time where a lot of good news as far as wealth and money to invest in some kind of lofty goal or ambition is going to be coming your way. And you may find that your romantic life is also going to become all the more adventurous, all the more out there, all the more active and driven as well. So that is what we've got for your astrology and the weather. Let's have a look and see what's going on with your tarot and the traffic. Okay, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly tarot and the traffic. So we've got your spiritual themes, money and material concerns, news and messages from other people. So friends, family members, contacts, professional and personal, even partners to a certain degree, but they've got a card of their own. Challenges, and love, romance, and partnerships specifically. All right, so for your big spiritual theme this week, the big focus, you've got the Empress reversed. And so the Empress card reversed is all about keeping an eye out for things that are kind of their own worst enemy. This could be people, these could be agreements, these could be accounts, they could be contracts. The Empress card reversed is a card of selfishness. It's a card of irresponsibility. It can also be a card of sabotage and even self-sabotage. Now, we might need to take a good hard look at ourselves every once in a while with how we carry on. I'm saying that to myself too as a Leo moon. But also at the same time, looking more honestly at the world around you for things that you maybe give too many chances to, or things that you give too many passes that you should not. A lot of times with the Empress card reversed, we may even discover where our compassion, our generosity, and our patience has been causing problems where it shouldn't. For your material concerns, work, job, finances, practical affairs as it relates to home and family, we've got the Ace of Pentacles reversed. And the Ace of Pentacles reversed is indicating there could be something that comes up where we do need to see where something needs to be dropped. A ball needs to be let go because it could be creating problems. It could be keeping us on a bad path. It could even be committing us or anchoring us to something we don't want to be committed to or anchored to. This sometimes is about solving, fixing, or reversing hasty decisions we made in the past, or this could be a warning about hasty decisions that could be put on the table in the present. The Ace of Pentacles reversed does not necessarily have to indicate loss. It can even indicate the prevention of further loss if we take responsibility and get involved. Just make sure that we don't make hasty decisions, we don't run on impulse, and again, we are just being very clear and discerning with opportunities this week that come our way. They're not all going to be equal, obviously, but also see where you can maybe catch or reverse old issues that could be costly that you didn't know were costing you. For your community, friends, relatives, other people in your life, you've got the Six of Cups in reverse. And the Six of Cups in reverse is all about clearing the slate, breaking past patterns, breaking old habits. This can indicate a really good week when it comes to releasing things that maybe have been hanging overhead in an important connection, right? A cloud over a friendship that's still meaningful to you, or a cloud over a family situation, or something that's kind of followed from the past. This can also indicate, however, possibly some of you deciding you're going to break ties with a past attachment or influence that you've let follow you, maybe even just for old time's sake. But if you do, that's still okay. That might still be something that's very much going to be lifting you up, right? Another way to kind of fight against that Empress reversed, which is, again, a big theme of this week. For your challenge, you've got the Star card reversed. And the Star card reversed is all about how sometimes we need to see where something that is unpleasant to go through in the moment is still actually for the good. This is a card of faith and a card of hope. This can also indicate good news. Yes, that is getting set in motion, but unfortunately, there is something that we have to plow through. There's something we have to clear through. There's something we have to move past before it can be ours. Sometimes the challenge with the Star card reversed is to make sure that you are not dissuaded or dismayed by something like that. There could also be a temptation to rush something prematurely or to hurry something along for a sense of gratification or rush your gratification. And you don't want to be doing that this week. It's not going to pay off. And for love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Five of Cups reversed. And with the Five of Cups reversed, we have moving forward. We even have replacements, reparations, and even the release of old hurts. When the Five of Cups is reversed, it's actually a really good reversed card. It's kind of like how the Six of Cups reversed is a really good reversed card. This is going to be a week where a lot of you are getting a chance to get back on track with maybe a relationship goal, a relationship road, or maybe get back on track with your love life in general, where you maybe have incurred some stalls, some losses, or disappointments in the past that piled up. This can also indicate for a lot of you that some old business that has still been affecting the present in your love life is going to be getting dissolved and released, and nobody not them, not you, is going to be able to go and accidentally drum it back up, and it's going to be replaced. That old business is going to be replaced with good business. Sometimes this card can indicate, for those of you who are single or are available to new people as well, that it's very possible that you might be meeting somebody that is kind of turning over a new leaf in their life too. They might be coming out of a situation that they are recovering from, or they are ready to start a new romance because they've just taken a very important step in their own lives. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you found this helpful. And if you did, don't forget my name is Nico, Son of Selene. And if you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly astrological and tarot forecasts for the week starting May 20th, 2024. And just a quick reminder, if you ever want to get a personal reading with me, you do need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com, or you can follow the links in the down bar below. So what is going on when it comes to this week for you? This week is full of really intense energy that's going to be lasting longer than just one day. So you got to keep that in mind, right? It's not here one day, gone the next. Be smart. From the 23rd of May up until June 7th, we've got a powerhouse window going on. We've got Venus conjunct Jupiter in Taurus, your 9th house of expansion, growth, big moves, big travel opportunities, as well as long-distance connections, any kind of big to-dos or big contracts you may have. And then we also have a full moon in Sagittarius, your 4th house of home, family, your living situation, and home economy at the same time. And so when we have this kind of rolling, we've got this focus on love and luck super magnets pulling together, all the while important culminations, high energy, and transitions are getting underway. And a lot of you are going to find that you are getting a chance to have some kind of big score come from a major move or a major transition, either something that you are setting up or something that has already happened. This could also indicate a lot of you getting really important news that you can capitalize on through a long-distance connection. The world is opening up for you. This is a time where even your love life is getting more stimulated by opportunities for travel, expanding your social horizons, maybe even developing a deeper, more spiritual connection within itself. And with a full moon in the 4th house, there is also the clearing, the eliminating of some kind of old shadow, old burden, or some kind of negative legacy that may have followed us either through our own home, our own living circumstances, our own home economy, or possibly even something that followed us from our family of origin. As we go on to the 25th, we've got another long-term aspect going on. We have Jupiter entering Gemini, your 10th house of career, upward mobility, status, station, promotions, and raises. And this is going to be a time where a year of fresh luck, wealth, big moves, and gains really get underway for the Virgo people. And that is because Jupiter goes into a sign and hangs out there for a year. So this is all the way up until, mid-2025. Jupiter in the 10th house is one of the luckiest transits a person can have, because that is the time where you hit it big in your career, when you make your big launch, your big successful launch. Believe it or not, when I started this, Jupiter was in my 10th house, and that is when I went boom. And that's when I was traveling, right? I was going all over the place. COVID kind of dampened all of that. But that is when, my retreats were going on. It's all about getting out there with Jupiter in the 10th house. You're going to be finding you're making more money than you have probably in the last 4 years. You're also going to find, again, promotions are following your name and your namesake. Be ready to cash in on all of it. So that is what we've got for your astrology and the weather. Let's have a look and see what's going on with your tarot and the traffic. Hey there, Virgo. Time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly tarot and the traffic. So we've got the spiritual themes of this week. Material concerns, money, career, maybe even living circumstances, community, friends, relatives, news from the outside world, sometimes partners, but they have a card of their own. Challenges, and love, romance, and partnerships. Okay. So when it comes to this week's theme in general, we've got the Two of Cups upright. So the Two of Cups is all about unions. It's all about coming together, joining with people, joining forces with others. Yes, there is a huge emphasis on relationships and partnerships with this card, but they are relationships and partnerships of all kinds. Both, of course, yes, romantic relationships, but also collaborations, partnerships, close friendships, any kind of commitment where we have people coming together where the whole is greater than the sum of their parts. This could also indicate an important turning point week in relationships, especially when it comes to evolving them, helping to jump them up a stage or a status. When it comes to work, job, finances, again, material concerns, you've got the Ace of Cups upright. And the Ace of Cups is all about a gift. It's all about connection. It's all about commitment as well. But some kind of new affection, some kind of new love or favor being given to you. Now, this could be financial, this could be professional, or this could be something that is kind of hitting all bases in the realm of the material and practical experience. A lot of the times with the Ace of Cups, we see maybe a boost to us coming through somebody that cares deeply about us, somebody that might admire us, want to support us professionally, or this could be something that is transforming the way we go about carrying on because of the boost that they are giving us outside of the job. But either way, it's a big enhancement and a token of sincere love and care. For your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Three of Pentacles upright. And this is a card of teamwork. This is a card of communities coming together, people coming together, accomplishment, and even profit, where profit, however you define profit in such a situation. Because I feel like this is, again, it's across the board. We're kind of bridging the material and the social, the material and the personal, the professional and the personal. If it is just a fun community, a family, a group of friends, the Three of Pentacles is still indicating some kind of important new adventure, either commencing or getting initiated, or there could be something where we are starting to have a stronger sense of community and unity where we need it. And for those of you who are curious about more of just, how this could still affect the practical, this is likely, again, going to be a boost to maybe your network that's already going to go to work for you. For your challenge this week, you've got the Wheel of Fortune upright. And the Wheel of Fortune is all about good luck, good fortune. It's all about breakthroughs. And when the Wheel of Fortune is upright as a challenge, it can indicate like, look, you're not going to have a very challenging week at all, but you need to keep an eye on control issues that you might have that could be the bane of your own existence. And I'm saying that to myself as a Virgo sun. What you do to feel secure, what you do to feel affirmed or validated could actually sometimes be poison. And when this card shows up, because it's like, look, you're being taken care of. Things that are out of your control are doing good work for you. Don't get in your own way. When happy chance happens, happy chance happens. Be careful about putting your own spin on things to your own detriment when this card shows up, because it's sort of like, look, again, forces beyond your control are intervening in your favor. You might need to take some time to assess how that makes you feel and, maybe look and see what's going on in your best interest. For your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, we've got the Temperance card reversed. Now, the Temperance card reversed can indicate some kind of excess or some kind of rush or instability could be shaking a relationship situation a little bit. Sometimes this can show up where a partner or a partner intended and you are rushing something, or something has rattled one or both of us, where we might be trying to force something to happen or make something happen the wrong way or at the wrong time. We're using the wrong strategy, we're using the wrong tools. And so we might discover that about something we've been carrying on already, or we might be tempted to go down that road this week. The Temperance card upright says, slow down. We can't just smash everything together and hope it all works out. Take your time. The same thing applies to new people. For those of you who are single or are available, that can sometimes show up there as well. You've got to make sure that you're doing it, carefully. You're being careful with each other, and you're being discerning, and you're being smart, and not trying to force things that need to be finessed or maybe even left out of a situation to coexist. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, don't forget my name is Nico, Son of Selene, and should you ever wish to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly astrological and tarot forecasts for the week starting May 20th, 2024. And just a quick reminder, if you ever want to get a personal reading with me, you do need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com, or you can follow the links in the down bar below. So what's going on when it comes to your week? Well, this week we've got a lot of long-term transits playing out for everybody. Nothing is here one day, gone the next. So your responsibility to keep that in mind. Starting on the 23rd, but carrying up until the 7th, we've got some stretched out aspects. We've got Venus conjunct Jupiter in Taurus, your 8th house of shared resources, passive income, intimacy, self-employment earnings, anything that you might share with a partner, business partner, or romantic partner. And then we've also got a full moon in Sagittarius at the same time in your 3rd house of communications, pacts, promises, commitments, collaborations, helpful third parties, and allies. And so when we have this kind of combo together, let's talk a little bit about that Venus conjunct Jupiter. This is about love and luck, super magnets pulling together. And you may find yourself in a position to get some kind of big score because of a big win occurring with something that you are connected to. Now, this could be, a what's good for the goose is good for the gander kind of situation. A boost somewhere in your professional life is a boost for you. This could also indicate a lucky break with some kind of bonus win, bonus money, something that is kind of coming in as a big fat check, or maybe some kind of big fat change as it relates to money that comes to you outside of a more fixed salary or hourly income. This is a great boost to any kind of supplemental income, whether it's sales, incentive programs, commissions, tips, does not matter, or any kind of self-employment earnings that you've got, side hustles, side gigs are thriving with this one. But this is also a great time for your sex life and your love life. And then we also have this full moon in Sagittarius cutting some kind of tie, cutting some kind of binding influence, contract, or association that is actually proven to be trapping, that is proven to be obstructive, that is proven to be a hamper on your life. And so there is also a release that is taking place over this 2-week window as well. On the 25th, we've got Jupiter moving on into Gemini, which is your 9th house of expansion, growth, big moves, big travel opportunities, anything to do with long distance connections, and any kind of big to-dos in general that are about to go through some major launches. Now, with Jupiter in the 9th house, this starts a year of fresh luck, wealth, big moves, and gains, starting here, but also going all the way up until mid-2025. A lot of you Libra people are going to be getting on the road. If you have been hoping to move, if you've been hoping to do some travel, this is a great time for that. You may also be finding that the landscape of your career, your work life is changing, and you are getting a chance to maybe go where more action is over the course of this year. This is also a fantastic time for any of you who are looking to maybe expand operations with your social life or a professional project in order to give it a bigger launch or give it a wealthier life. So that is gorgeous, but also Jupiter in the ninth house can transform your love life as well, especially if you are looking to have a love life that is a lot more experimental, a lot more adventurous, and a lot more ambitious. So that is what we've got for your astrology and the weather. Let's have a look and see what's going on with your tarot and the traffic. Okay, Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising, it's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly tarot and the traffic. So, for your spiritual themes, we've got a card. Material concerns, work, job, finances, career, we've got a card. Community, friends, relatives, other people. This can sometimes include partners, but they have a card of their own. Challenges. And love, romance, and partnerships. Okay. So for your big theme or the big focus of this week, you've got the Seven of Swords upright. Now, the Seven of Swords is indicating here that there could be a lot of things coming up this week where problematic action, unstable action, or even underhandedness, secrecy, manipulation could come up in a lot of different corners of your world. With the Seven of Swords, there is always a call to watch out. Keep an eye on situations where people are not necessarily being wholly honest. They're talking out of both sides of their mouths. They could be high-key manipulative, but there are people out there that are low-key manipulative as well. They might even think they're just being manipulative out of the greater good or for survival reasons, or they think they're, it's a victimless whatever. Be careful with all of it this week with the Seven of Swords. It doesn't mean this has to be a bad week, but you might want to take everything with an extra pinch of salt, especially in situations where it's very clear certain things are getting left out, or people are trying to spin a yarn, people are trying to make up a story, or you're kind of realizing that things are they're getting contrived where they shouldn't be contrived. For your material concerns, work, job, finances, practical affairs, you've got the King of Cups upright. Well, you can trust this dude. It might not be a dude, by the way, but at least we got good here. Because the King of Cups is all about getting well taken care of, getting lifted up. This could be somebody that is coming in and making some kind of magnanimous, generous gesture towards you. A lot of the times with the King of Cups, we see somebody who is very caring, and very forthright, somebody who is sticking their neck out for us, maybe even using some pull or some clout or authority that they have to make something happen for us. This could be maybe something going on where you are getting a chance to work with this person. This could be a gesture by a boss or somebody handling an important priority in your life, or this could be an authority figure somewhere in a corner of your world that is pulling off a miracle for you or doing you a solid. Either way, there's going to be a reason to thank them. For your community, friends, relatives, other people in your life, you've got the Hermit reversed. And the Hermit reversed is all about emergence. This is a card of people coming forward after a period of being distant or out of touch. You could be reconnecting with some valuable friends, some valuable allies, or even just pulling things up that have been buried, things that were maybe left in the past that are still very meaningful to you. Sometimes old paths, old plans that are associated with friends and allies, people we like, that we've not necessarily been able to work with, kind of stick with those people. And, maybe we miss those people and we miss those activities. We miss those plans. We miss those ideas. Guess what? With the Hermit card reversed, all of that is getting a chance to be worked out. For your challenge this week, you've got the Four of Pentacles upright. Balance. The Four of Pentacles is all about withholding. It's all about self-protection, boundaries, enclosures. But as a challenge, your challenge is basically knowing when it's appropriate versus when it's not. Because again, with the Seven of Swords, we definitely know this is a week where we need to be on guard. But with the Four of Pentacles, we don't want to be so on guard that we just kind of shut out everything good and bad. Know how to balance that. And be careful with the Four of Pentacles. Sometimes this can be a card that warns us about being overly possessive or overly clingy with something that we are not holding the right way. For your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Two of Swords reversed. And the Two of Swords reversed is all about decisions. It is a card of commitments, and this is a card of focused engagement. So when we get this card, there is likely going to be something coming up where you and a partner might be getting a chance to come out of a crossroads experience when it comes to maybe a direction you've been trying to go with the relationship or with the family. This could also indicate an opportunity to go exclusive or change status for some of you who are curious about that in the love department. And if you are looking for a new relationship, or maybe you are in a situation where something's been kind of up in the air, will we, won't we, situationship, the Two of Swords reversed is going to be revealing a lot of info for you to kind of get more clarity on the situation and get a sense of direction of what this is and where it could go. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you found this helpful. And if you did, don't forget my name is Nico, Son of Selene. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly astrological and tarot forecasts for the week starting May 20th, 2024. And just a quick reminder for all of you out there, if you ever want to get a session with me, a personal reading, you do need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com, or you can follow the links in the down bar below. So what is going on when it comes to your week? Well, this week we've got a lot of intense energy that is lasting longer than just one day. And I've been telling everybody, do not get attached to singular calendar date digits, or you're not paying attention to me. On the 23rd and through the 7th, we have Venus conjunct Jupiter and a full moon in Sagittarius stretching each other's influences out. Normally, these two would be kind of shortened in terms of their influence window, but because they're happening at the same time, there is a lasting ripple effect. And with Venus conjunct Jupiter, this is happening in your 7th house of partnerships, closest one-on-one connections, most important or most involved one-on-one arrangements and joint ventures you have. So boyfriend, girlfriend, BFF, business partner, husband, wife, roommate, all the people you have your most important one-on-one connections to. And this is all about a love and luck super magnet pulling together ideal matches, ideal roads, ideal resources, ideal support. This is going to be a road changer, a game changer 2-week period in love. This could be a great time, especially when it comes to pushing for a great evolution or a transformation in the dynamics or the way a relationship is expressing itself, bringing in new comfort, luxury, and security to boot. And then we also have business partnerships prospering at this time. And if you're looking for either of these, this is the time where you're finding what is looking for you and vice versa. A full moon in Sagittarius is bringing culminations, high energy, and transitions to your 2nd house of income, employment, values, and security. And there is likely going to be a major transition going on here in this 2-week period. A lot of you may be ending some kind of normal or walking away from a chapter in a work situation, a professional relationship, or a financial arrangement. This full moon could punctuate something that is a journey that is now up to be over. But we are going to be doing an out with the old, in with the new because of it. And finally, we also have on the 25th, Jupiter entering the sign of Gemini, your 8th house of shared resources, passive income, investments, self-employment earnings, as well as anything that you may share financially with a partner, business partner, romantic partner. And this is also an area that rules sexuality and intimacy. And this is kicking off a year of fresh luck, wealth, big moves, and gains that start now, but go all the way up until mid-2025. Jupiter in the 8th house is the time where any kind of monies that you are making outside of a fixed salary or hourly income, that's going to be going through a huge boost. It's a great time if you're looking to maybe make money in investing. If you do work for yourself or you're thinking about going into business for yourself, it's a great year for that. You're going to be noticing partners and partner contributions to business partnerships, as well as partner and spouse incomes going through a big boost. You are going to be living at large. This is also a time where a lot of lucky breaks and bonuses are just going to be coming out of nowhere throughout the course of this year. And your love life and your sex life, cool enough, are also going to become a lot more uninhibited and just a lot more playful at that. So that is what I've got for your astrology and the weather. Let's have a look and see what's going on with your tarot and the traffic. Hey there, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly tarot and the traffic. So, spiritual themes, money and material concerns, news and messages from other people, challenges, and love, romance, and partnerships. Okay. So for your big spiritual theme, your big focus, you've got the Page of Swords upright. And be ready. This is a week where a lot of tests, inquiries, explorations, examinations, meetings, and interviews are going to be put on the table. And you want to make sure that you're available for it. This is the card that can often show up where even if it's not normal or scheduled or it seems out of place, there is a chance to test out of a grade that you may be in, so to speak, kind of rise on up or find a shortcut or solve an issue or clear up something that has been confusing or a bit of a mess. But with the Page of Swords, again, because it is going to be a week fraught with that kind of activity, you're going to want to be on your game as well. Even if it does come up sporadically, you got to know how to step into the zone to rise to the occasion. For your material circumstances, work, job, finances, practical affairs, we've got the Queen of Cups reversed. And there is likely going to be something coming up centered around a person or a situation that has become very draining, very high maintenance, very needy, and possibly something that is, it takes so much from everything else. It's pretty much a black hole. The Queen of Cups reversed is often a vampire kind of card, right? It's a parasitic influence. Now, this could be an account, this could be a project, this could be a work path, a family arrangement, or this could be a person. When we get the Queen of Cups reversed, there can be a false sense of necessity that comes from it, especially when you're dealing with people. When it comes to people, they can tend to try to come off super frail, super meek, super victim-y, kind of like babies, but that's an act. And you want to be careful with that. But you can also have that come up with things that are not people too. You might think something is super important or it's super vital or it's super crucial when it's really not. You've just been kind of made to think that. So be careful this week. For your community, friends, relatives, other people in your life, you've got the Nine of Swords upright. The Nine of Swords is a card of anxiety. It's a card of fear and distress. And this could be something coming up with a friend or with a family member, somebody that you care about. The Nine of Swords can often show up where somebody could be going through a really hard time. They might be letting you know about something that they've been keeping to themselves, that they are not handling well. This could be a pending change, a pending transition, something going on in their life. And you might be called upon in some way to help address the situation, or maybe we're helping other people help them. Sometimes the Nine of Swords is a card that can also indicate that maybe if it's not something coming up, it could be somebody suffering over something recent. For your challenge this week, you've got the Six of Swords reversed. Turnarounds, return journeys, and delays. Sometimes this card is a real challenge because it can indicate, for some of you, it could be a future plan or something in motion. Might have to go through a delay or get rerouted in some way that might come up. And for some of you, it's a challenge because there could be something that requires us to turn our boat around, like we realize that we can't set off on some kind of plan or some kind of agenda just yet. With this card, however, it's important to note that if that is what is going on, there may be something that we are still attached to or something that we are still carrying on as a pattern, or as a commitment, or maybe something holding us in the past as an anchor that needs to be pulled up. For your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Queen of Pentacles upright. And the Queen of Pentacles is a beautiful card. It's all about support, security, fruitfulness. It's a card of wins. It's a card of skill. And when we get this card in love, there is likely going to be something going on where you and a partner or your partner could be kind of hitting it big. This could be something that is popping up around news of a mutual investment that we've been making. This could be something that is going on with a partner's job, or you could be also finding that there is a lift coming up to your household because of the act of somebody that either you know or your partner knows that is highly skilled and is a trusted, close friend or family member of, again, either you or your partner. But what seems to be happening here is that because of this achievement, because of this breakthrough, whatever it is also going to be pushing something forward or pushing something up that you and a partner would like to see more polished. For those of you who are single or are available to new people, this is likely a new person coming into your life or somebody that you already know stepping into this kind of character or becoming this type of person, somebody who is very supportive and, again, self-sufficient. If this is somebody that you know or it's somebody new, the Queen of Pentacles is somebody that is not afraid to get their hands dirty. They are not a dainty daisy at all. It doesn't necessarily have to be female, by the way, but with the Queen of Pentacles, we see somebody that is a hard worker, a self-made success in their own right, somebody who's very grounded, very diligent, and very practical. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, don't forget, my name is Nico, Son of Selene, and should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly astrology and tarot forecasts for the week starting May 20th, 2024. And just a quick reminder, if you ever want to get a personal reading with me, you do need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com, or you can follow the links in the down bar below. So what is going on when it comes to your week? Well, this week, we've got a lot of really intense, drawn-out energy, a lot of combos that are making things that normally last a certain amount of time last all the longer. And it all starts off on the 23rd with Venus conjunct Jupiter in Taurus, which is your 6th house of work, your reputation, your schedule, anything relating to your lifestyle, the teams that you're on, what you contribute to the world, and what you get back for what you contribute to the world. And we also have a full moon in your sign. And so this combination is really, really strong for you, very favorable. Love and luck super magnets pull together whenever we have Venus conjunct Jupiter working together. And over the course of this 2-week period, starting on the 23rd, there's going to be a lot of big breaks on the community front for you, both professional and personal. Your stock is rising, your reputation is flourishing. You're likely also finding that you are getting more value for what you give, what you contribute. Now, this new value could come in the form of pay, it could come in the form of benefits, it could be coming in the form of clout. You're going to find that also people are going out of their way to do favors for you, hook you up, and just a lot of atmospheres and environments that you frequent are changing in order to accommodate you all the better and to help you thrive. We also have a full moon in your sign, your yearly clearing moon, which is a moon of big escapes, big jumps out of things that you have grown out of. And so culminations, high energy, and transitions over the course of this next 2 weeks are going to be giving you the opportunity to give things the slip that you want to leave behind. What is it that you have been trying to make a clean break from? What you've been trying to escape or end, but have encountered maybe resistance here and there from? During this 2-week window period between the 23rd and the 7th, you're going to find that that resistance is not only lessened, but things have polarized in such a way where you being able to take that escape or make those endings happen is going to be a lot easier. On the 25th, we have Jupiter moving on into the sign of Gemini, which is your 7th house of partnerships and closest one-on-one connections, your boyfriend, girlfriend, BFF, business partner, husband, wife, roommate, all the people you have your most involved one-on-one connections with. And so when we have Jupiter go into this part of your chart, this kicks off on the 25th, a year of fresh luck, wealth, big moves, and gains. And so this could be a time where a lot of partnerships are really coming into their own. You're going to be attracting as well a lot of really important alliances, unions, and commitment opportunities. If you're looking for new love, you're going to definitely be able to have a selection of both, eager and also ambitious candidates. Relationships themselves are also going to be getting a chance to go through some major evolutions. This is a time where I've seen a lot of people, who've been thinking about moving, getting engaged, getting married, traveling, partners are becoming all the more successful. It just changes the landscape of the entire scenario. And again, business partnerships are also becoming quite lucrative. So that is what we've got for your astrology and the weather. Let's have a look and see what's going on with your tarot and the traffic. Hey there, Sagittarius. Time for your weekly tarot and the traffic. So let's have a look and see. Spiritual themes, money, material concerns, as well as, home, family, practical affairs, communications, messages from other people, friends, family members outside of your household, as well as, contacts, professional and personal, even love to a certain extent, but they get their own card. Challenges, and then love, romance, and partnerships. Okay. I don't want them getting too close. I don't want them getting too close to that fire. There we go. All right, so for your spiritual theme and the big focus of your week, you've got the Four of Cups upright. So the Four of Cups is kind of a card of dissatisfaction. It's a card of ruts. It's a card of boredom. It's a card of tunnel vision if you're just looking at it point blank. This can be a week where you're actually being called to shake some things up. The Four of Cups does have more to it than just boredom and tunnel vision, though. A lot of the times this card will show up where we need to pay attention to things that we are not prioritizing that are actually blessings in disguise. Be on the lookout for things that might not wow us in the beginning. They might not speak our personal language. They might not necessarily come to us in the package that we've been conditioned to look for or feel good about that are actually quite helpful. This is a card of, hey, open your mind, because a lot of things are coming to you this week that are going to actually be big boons, big blessings. But if we are not giving ourselves maybe the opportunity to venture out beyond the familiar and the boundaries of our fences and garden, we're not going to be able to capitalize on them. So pay close attention if and when those things show up. For your material circumstances, your work, job, finances, practical affairs, we've got the Ace of Swords reversed. The Ace of Swords reversed is all about mistakes, wrong moves, or catching wrong moves and mistakes. And so there could be something coming up this week where you catch a mistake that was either made in a financial matter or a professional matter, or you may be getting a chance to confront something that was done in the past that needs to be reversed and can be reversed, which is really, really good. But you've got to be okay with, again, stepping out of your comfort zone for it. Just be careful this week. The Ace of Swords reverse can also indicate, while it is about catching mistakes, blocking mistakes, reversing old issues, new ones can also come up. A lot of the times with the Ace of Swords reversed, we see misapplied energy, misapplied information, misapplied power, roads that we don't want to go down, or roads that we're being pushed down or told to go down, and we need to call ourselves back, stop ourselves before we take another step, and reverse what negativity could be by doing that as well. It's a card that can either be considered good or bad, depending on how good you are at that. For your community, friends, relatives, other people in your life, you've got the Fool card reversed. The Fool card reversed, again, is another card of blocked starts. It's a card of closed-mindedness, people kind of stopping good things from going forward. And it's also a card of carelessness. This is likely going to show up where you may have to correct or catch a mistake that somebody else has made or is about to make. This could be a friend or a relative. This could be somebody getting in your way. This could be either somebody trying to get in your way and stop something from going forward that's good. They could be interfering with a project. They could be interfering with a plan or something you've got going on with another friend or contact. They could be even stirring up issues in the family. And it's a lot of the times the Fool card reversed, we see again, kind of one of two extremes. Either somebody who's very closed-minded, very attached to their routine, can't adapt, can't adjust to new things, won't abide them. Or we have the opposite, somebody who is just way too rash, they don't look before they leap, and they can be obstructive because of too much activity, too much energy, carelessness in that respect. But there may be something that you're called upon to either help manage, or you may be facing a situation like this yourself. For your challenge this week, you've got the Eight of Swords upright. I'm seeing a theme here. The Eight of Swords is all about paralysis. It's all about entrapment. It's all about inertia. And this is a call to action. Pay attention to your attachments. Pay attention to who and what you're attached to. That could be holding you up, binding you up, controlling your movements, keeping you in a box. When we have the Eight of Swords, this can sometimes show up where we are not giving ourselves permission to escape a escapable situation. We are not giving ourselves the freedom to make the moves that we need to because we might be feeling obliged to work in accordance with something that is not good for us, whether that be a person, a project, or something else holding up the works. It may not be a person for some of you, it could just be a situation. With the Eight of Swords, remember, you can always cut yourself out. Your challenge is to cut yourself out, right? To get yourself out of it, however. That's the big one here, right? The girl could easily use the swords around her to cut her own ropes, take off the blindfold, and get the hell out of there. But there's something that is it's something she won't let herself do. And your challenge is to let yourself do something that you have not let yourself do. For your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the King of Swords reversed. And this is a card of dishonesty. This is a card of shrouds. And there could be something coming up around either a person or a circumstance where we're not having all the information that we need to make sound judgment. The King of Swords reverse can show up where there is either a person or a matter that we're dealing with where there is a skeleton in the closet. There is hidden or omitted information that is not being shared openly because something else is trying to get pushed. Another agenda is trying to get pushed. This could be something that you catch in a contact. This could be something that you notice is manipulating a partner or a love interest, or this could be a new person or a recent person in your life who is very much playing with their cards close to their chest. The King of Swords reversed does not always indicate evil, but it does indicate manipulation and incomplete truths. And regardless of how ill or well-intentioned it is, this is creating a problem for either you or your partner or your love life in general. And so it is going to have to be something that is sussed out. The King of Swords reversed does not lie, but they don't tell the whole truth. And whatever this situation or this person is doing, either around you, your love life, or your partner, it's going to have to be worked out. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, don't forget my name is Nico, Son of Selene, and should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly astrological and tarot forecasts for the week starting May 27th, 2024. And just a quick reminder, if you ever want to get a session with me, you do need to go on ahead to my website, integrativemysticism.com, or follow the links in the down bar below. So what is going on when it comes to your week in the astrology weather? This week has a lot of stretched out influences, and some of that is just part of the natural transit. Some of it has to do with the particular combos that are getting made. And so just keep in mind as we go through this period, you don't want to attach to a singular calendar date, or that means you're not listening to me. So starting on the 23rd and going all the way up until the 7th of June, we've got some very strong pulls for everybody, very strong lifts going on. We start off with Venus conjunct Jupiter in Taurus, your 5th house of love, romance, recreation, creativity, personal enterprises, and your relationships with your kids. And we also have a full moon in Sagittarius, your 12th house of the past, private matters, hidden opportunities, secrets, shortcuts, and old business that could still be influencing the present. Now, with Venus conjunct Jupiter, this is all about love and luck, super magnets pulling together. This is all about beautiful opportunities in love, in intimacy, in romance, starting to actually create a brand new beginning for itself. With this is a time where a lot of you are going to be unifying with partners in a much more substantial way due to some kind of big lucky break happening in one or both your lives. This can also indicate beautiful news with regards to an accomplishment or a big level up or gain in a personal enterprise, or maybe some kind of effort you are making with regards to parenthood or your relationships with your kids. These two together can also bring in some kind of brand new adventure or brand new enterprise into your life, whether this is something you're carrying on personally with a business partner, or maybe something you are endeavoring to do with a romantic partner or one of your kids. And it just spells fun and profit, recreation and pleasure all at the same time. And so you really want to take this 2 weeks to make sure that gets anchored in good. And then this full moon in Sagittarius in your 12th house is bringing in a focus on culminations, high energy, and transitions. And it's going to be forcing an end to something that needs to be let go in your life that has been influencing you because of a past event, a past personality, a person that you used to be, or maybe even old business that you have not been able to release, or old business that you have not wanted to release. This is going to be what I call the breakdown, breakthrough full moon. This is about eliminating something that you may or may not be cognizant has been the reason you can't have nice things somewhere else in your life. However, while this is all very good, it can bring up some personal challenges, especially when it comes to battles we need to stop trying to fight, or possibly a situation where old issues that are affecting the present that we don't feel like we have adequate resolution, context, or closure on go away anyway. Just remember, this is for your own good. On the 25th, we've got Jupiter entering Gemini, which is your 6th house of work, your reputation, your schedule, the teams that you're on, as well as what you contribute to the world and your community, and what you get back, what the value you get back for what you contribute. And starting on the 25th and going on up into mid-2025, a year of fresh luck, wealth, big moves, and gains is starting. And so this is a time where you are going to be really hitting it big, not only in your professional life as far as your earning power. This is a once in about a 6-year transit that can happen that changes not only our professional profile, but where the direction, the life direction of maybe a career or our earning power is going into something a lot more lucrative, or even get us on track with something that is going to speed up a plan that we need to have all of that capital for to a happy fruition. This is also a time where your sense of place and community is changing, both professionally and personally. The best friends for you are getting drawn closer, being made more available. You are also finding a new sense of belonging and place in the world. This involves not only your professional life, but also your sense of tribe. Just keep in mind with Jupiter in the 6th house, there can also be a lot of really important hookups and gains coming to you that will be coming through your contacts in your community, but you need to be willing and able to venture away from maybe what has been a comfort zone, a routine, or a familiar pattern sometimes in order to capitalize on them. So that is what we've got for your astrology and the weather. Let's have a look and see what's going on with your tarot and the traffic. Hey there, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Time for your weekly tarot and the traffic. So we've got your spiritual theme, your money, material concerns, practical affairs, news and messages from other people, friends, family members, contacts, even partners, even though they got a card of their own, challenges, and love, romance, and partnerships. Okay. So when it comes to your spiritual theme, you've got the 5 of Pentacles upright. So the 5 of Pentacles upright in this position is asking for us to broaden our horizons when it comes to a strategy, a plan, or maybe a way that we have organized our life strategy a little bit. Because the 5 of Pentacles is a card that does talk about a dead end, hitting the end of the line. It can be lack, it could be emptiness, it could be lostness and struggle. It doesn't mean that that has to plague every corner of your existence, but it can indicate where we are going to be having our attention called to matters in our life that are kind of stuck in this pattern a lot. The good news is, with the 5 of Pentacles upright, is that fixes are very near at hand. Solutions are very near at hand, right? Mind the gentleman in the in the card here. You know, they could just as easily be taken out of the cold, and if they go into the building behind them, but they're not. They seem to be kind of just out in the cold because. Be careful about maybe stubbornly trying to carry through things that do need to be reworked this week. There is help on the way. You don't have to carry on the way you did last week or last month. When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, job, finances, practical affairs, you've got the Justice card reversed. And the Justice card reversed is indicating that there could be something coming up that is getting called for correction in your life. The Justice card reverse could indicate there is a discovery of unfairness, a bad contract, a bad call, a bad commitment, or maybe a bad conclusion. And there is going to not only be the outing and the discovery of that, but there is going to be the correction of it put on the table as well, which is really good. You want to be careful with this card, though. Sometimes this can still be a warning about be careful about who you trust in professional situations, financial situations. The Justice card reverse can still indicate while a lot of that is getting caught and corrected, it doesn't necessarily stop maybe new things from trying their luck with you in that way this week. And so, you know, again, take the good with the bad with this one. For your community, friends, relatives, other people in your life, you've got the High Priestess upright. And so this week you're in for some very valuable help coming your way. The High Priestess is the card of somebody with an important hookup, important guidance, or somebody who can give you some kind of help, resource, or care that you need. The High Priestess is the card of the helpful third party. Now, this could be a friend or a contact that you have a personal or professional relationship with, or this could be maybe somebody that you take on, that you have hired or gone to for help, or assistance with something that is producing something golden for you. This could be a golden opportunity, a golden resource, or maybe a golden solution to a problem that has vexed you. With the High Priestess, though, you want to make sure that you pay attention to what is coming forth. Make sure that you are following directions. You got to be careful about not to rephrase everything and reframe everything when this card shows up. Pay attention to the directions and the guidance you're getting so that you can make it work for you. I have to say that sometimes to a lot of clients. It's like, if you reframe everything I'm saying, you are just going to F this whole thing up, because I'm giving you like important key dates and clues, and you're reframing it into some, personal emotional thing and whatever. You're on your own. Anyway, so for your challenge this week, you've got the Six of Wands reversed. Now, the Six of Wands reversed is a card of a change of heart. This can indicate backpedaling. This can indicate reversing or backing away from things that have already been set in motion, but, need to be rethought. This can be really good. And sometimes the challenge is just giving ourselves permission to do it. Do you want to back out of a plan? Do you want to back out of something you agreed to do? Do you want to back out of something that you'd like to maybe attack from a different angle or tackle from a different angle? Do you want to change something about your roster, something about the people you're working with or the resources you're working with? That's a good challenge to have. However, this can also be frustrating a little bit, because sometimes with the Six of Wands reversed, we may have it be revealed where that needs to happen when we did not know it needed to happen. For your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Eight of Cups reversed. And so the Eight of Cups reversed is all about reunions, retrievals, and even to a certain degree, revisits and returns. So a lot of you may find that you and a partner are going to be revisiting an old relationship plan, an old relationship ideal, or maybe even turning back the clock a little bit on your relationship to happier times, or to something that you really liked as far as the relationship or family arrangement was concerned. This can also indicate a return of an old activity or an old pastime, something that you and a partner sorely miss, that you wish you could have kept doing, or really just kind of did it for you guys. This is going to be a week where you get a chance to do that again. And for those of you who are single or available to new people, yes, this could indicate a possibility to revisit or reconnect with somebody from the past. They may not necessarily be an ex or an old flame. This could just be something that almost but didn't happen, or this could just be a familiar face. Or for some of you, it could be somebody new, but oddly similar. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, don't forget my name is Nico, Son of Selene, and should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly astrological and tarot forecasts for the week starting May 20th, 2024. And just a quick reminder, if you ever want to get a personal reading with me, you just need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. So this week, we've got a lot of long-term aspects going on. Things that normally would be a little bit shorter are getting stretched out. And then, of course, we've got a big year-long shift going on as well. It all starts on the 23rd with Venus conjunct Jupiter in your 4th house of home and family, your living situation, as well as your home economy. And we've also got a full moon in Sagittarius, your 11th house of friendships, your support system and community. And this is all about you going through a massive environmental, social, and just kind of world turnover. Because with Venus conjunct Jupiter, we have love and luck super magnets pulling together. And you're going to find that with regards to what you consider family, whether it's your nuclear family, blood family, chosen family, the atmosphere and the environment is changing into something all the more perfect for you, your goals, your aspirations for you and yours. This is also a time where a lot of you may be coming into some really big luck streaks, especially during this 2-week window period when it comes to household income and all contributions to it, household worth or investments, home-based business operations. This is also a great time for getting ready to plant new roots. A lot of you may find that there could be opportunities to expand on your family or expand on family business, or if you have been looking to make some kind of move, create a new sense of paradise for you and yours and your family, or just simply strike a new path. This is a beautiful transit. All the money and support is going to be there. This is also a time where even relationships are becoming all the more grounded and established. And, those that want it will be attracted closer to you as well. However, a full moon in Sagittarius is indicating culminations, high energy, and transitions in the social life around friendships. And a full moon in the 11th house can indicate some social pruning over the course of this 2-week period. A lot of you may be deciding that you are taking your leave of an association, of a group, or of a few choice people. Now, usually with a full moon in the 11th house, this is not a surprise. This may already be a situation where social contacts and associations that were already hanging by threads, they were already on thin ice, we just decide to get rid of it. But it may be time for a little out with the old and in with some new blood. On the 25th, we've got Jupiter entering the sign of Gemini, which is your 5th house of love, romance, recreation, creativity, personal enterprises, and your relationships with your kids. And starting on the 25th and going all the way into mid-2025, we've got just nothing but a year of fresh luck, wealth, big moves, and gains for you. Now, this is a time where a lot of you are going to find, yes, your love life, your personal life is starting to hit a new high. This could be a time where a lot of you are also getting a chance to maybe change the course or change the path of evolution that a relationship that you're involved in is on into something that is more pleasurable to you and your partner. You may be finding that your relationship is also becoming all of the more substantial. This is one of the places in the chart where people tend to not only find new love, true love, but they, if they're already in relationships, they might be moving in together, they might be getting engaged, they might be getting married. This is also a great time for a lot of you who are looking to maybe conceive, thinking about having children. Jupiter in the 5th house is one of the big transits for that. And you are also going to find that if you are thinking about going into business for yourself, or you're looking for new creative pursuits, creative collaborators, or creative support, Jupiter's here for you too as well. So that is what we've got for your astrology and the weather. Let's have a look and see what's going on with the tarot and the traffic. Okay, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly tarot and the traffic. So we've got your spiritual themes right here. Money, material concerns, news and messages from other people, challenges, and love, romance, and partnerships. Okay. So for your big spiritual theme or your big focus, you've got the Devil upright. And so the Devil upright is all about facing things that have become obstacles, thorns in our side, chronic problems, whether we knew they were chronic problems or not. And this could be a week where you have to go toe-to-toe with a lot of culminating conversations, events, boss battle type situations. However, with the Devil card upright, this can also be really good because this is also revealing the culprit or the causes or the cores of a lot of problems to which you had no clear sense of the source. And so you can then now, knowing the source, take it on and succeed and prevail. For your material concerns, work, job, finances, practical affairs, you've got the Knight of Cups reversed. And so the Knight of Cups reversed is kind of a mixed message when it comes to the cards. Because the Knight of Cups reversed, if we're just strictly talking about money, if we're just strictly talking about the commodity of cash and what's going on in your accounts, you're golden. It's a great card, upright or reverse, for that, because this is indicating still a very gainful flow. Things are staying very busy. Things are still staying very profitable. But with the Knight of Cups reversed, there could be some dramas that come up on an interpersonal level, on a social level, with work and even maybe financial dealings or arrangements with other people, whether it is on a professional level or it's family or whatever. And a lot of the times the Knight of Cups reversed, it has to do with a person's personal issues, person's lack of, knowing how to behave, or a person's lack of balance, creating issues that could threaten a financial or professional situation down the road if allowed to continue. The Knight of Cups reversed could indicate clinginess. It could be somebody crossing boundaries. This could be somebody Again, bringing things to work with them or bringing things into the situation with them that they should be leaving at home, that they should be keeping to themselves. And this could create, again, some headaches on the interpersonal front. But financially, things are going really well. For your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. And the Seven of Pentacles reversed is all about something getting dropped, something getting quit, something getting abandoned. This could be maybe something going on with a friend or a relative that is making an important move in their life. They are scrapping something that has been a problem for them for a while. So I feel like this is something that you're happy for. A lot of you are going to be like, oh, thank God you got rid of that crappy job. Now we can, hang out, or you're going to be happier, or thank God you are leaving that awful living situation and you're moving closer, closer to family, closer to friends, or thank God you left that awful partner or whatever. It's that kind of energy. This could also, however, indicate a situation where a person is either, if they're not the one doing the quit, they could be helping you or bringing you news of something that you either need to or you are now allowed to release, and they're going to help you with that. For your challenge this week, you've got the Emperor reversed. And so the Emperor card reversed is all about issues coming up around people who, let's just say, are not very mature or adult when it comes to the idea of control. A lot of the times with the Emperor card reversed, we see a situation where either a person or, again, a situation has gone kind of pear-shaped. It's gone kind of lopsided. Either A, you could have a problem with an authority figure or somebody in your life that is tyrannical. Again, very control freak, has to have everything said in words they understand, has to be in control of everything, whatever, micromanaging, has to always have last word, that kind of real ugly pettiness. Or we see the opposite, where we see somebody who's not taking responsibility, somebody who wants to be the baby, somebody who wants to be taken care of, somebody who has authority and power that they need to take responsibility for, but they won't use it. And this might come up this week for you to either confront. You might be replacing this person in your life. You might have to face them down because they could be, one of the issues that comes up around the devil we talked about. But unfortunately, it's there. And finally, for your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Now, the Ten of Pentacles in reverse is always a card of a heads up. Something is about to go through a transition or a move. Now, this can just be a heads up that something down the road is about to change for good or not good. The Ten of Pentacles reversed can sometimes show up where we find out that, good news, especially if we've been thinking about making some kind of big transition as a relationship or as a family. If you've been thinking about, maybe a partner is thinking about changing jobs and they're putting in their 2 weeks because they found a better job. If you guys have been thinking about a move, or if there's something you've been looking to release yourselves from, this can actually be a really, really good card. This can also indicate some kind of surprise bonus coming to you, kind of a one-time increase, either financially or in some other material way that's going to bring a little bit of creature comfort into the home. However, we also see some family issues, some family dramas coming up with this card all around the same time. And so there could be something going on with in-laws, could be something going on with your own relatives too. For those of you who are single or are available to new people, the Ten of Pentacles reversed is indicating that there is likely something like this all going on with a new person or a recent person as well. Sometimes this is a card that says we're meeting somebody, but they have to complete a transition in order for this to be explored. It's kind of like meeting somebody before they move into town, or maybe they can't get together this week because they're wrapping up, something at work or whatever. But we'll see what happens. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, don't forget my name is Nico, Son of Selene, and should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly astrological and tarot forecasts for the week starting May 20th, 2024. And just a quick reminder, if you ever want to get a personal reading with me, you do need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com, or you can follow the links in the down bar below. So this week, we've got a lot of stretched out activity, astrologically speaking. Very strong, intense energy. But because of certain combos, things are lasting longer than you'd expect. And of course, we've also got a year-long change coming up as well, just as part of a natural progression. Starting on the 23rd, but going up through the 7th of June, we've got two very powerful influences at work. Venus will be conjunct Jupiter on the 23rd, and we also have a full moon in Sagittarius, and these two are stretching each other out in terms of how strong they're going to work and how long they're going to be at work. So Venus conjunct Jupiter is in Taurus, which is your third house of communications, pacts, promises, commitments, as well as contracts, and anything to do with your allies, hookups, helpful third parties, and collaborators. And with Venus conjunct Jupiter, love and luck supermagnets are pulling together. This is a great time for anybody looking to get closer to an ally or to work more closely and get more involved in an alliance that is pretty much aimed to prosper. We just need to be working more involved or getting closer together. This is a time also where a lot of important hookups are coming your way to help seal a lot of deals that have been floating about or maybe have just been going without the right help. And hookups and matchmaking opportunities can happen in all kinds of different ways. Professional hookups, people helping you to get on the move, make something official, maybe romantically match you up, or close the distance between you and some kind of special goal or special person. With Venus conjunct Jupiter here as well, there's going to be a lot of power coming from the other side of the equation. And so if you are looking to also get closer to or pull closer these matters into your life or move your life in that direction, the road is open and quite protected. And this is just going to be, there's all kinds of payoffs from the third house. You know, it's like money and love at the same time. A full moon in Sagittarius is taking place in your 10th house of career, upward mobility, status, station, promotions, and raises. And so this is all about graduation. This is all about turning over a leaf in the 10th house. And there is likely going to be something that comes up where there is an opening or a big jump put on the table, or maybe something that is transforming your role, your position, your clout, and even your title for some of you as it relates to what you are bringing to the table at your job. Now, of course, that means absolutely transformations to not only how you work, but what you're getting for what you're doing. And you want to make sure you're available to seize on that. On the 25th, we've got Jupiter entering the sign of Gemini, which is your fourth house of home, family, your living situation, home economy, and even to a certain extent, home-based business operations and what you might call chosen family, right? It's not all about bloodkin here. And this is starting a year-long trend of fresh luck, wealth, big moves, and gains for you here. It starts on the 25th of May, but it goes all the way up until mid-2025. And over the course of this year, a lot of you are likely going to be getting on the move, moving on up in the world. Some of these are likely going to require some big transformations to your home environment, whether this is a literal move itself or some kind of transformation to what you have going on there, expanding on maybe operations. This is also a time where you could be scoring some big luck when it comes to financial gain or family wealth, or maybe even, again, a boost to a home-based business operation. A lot of the times with Jupiter in the fourth house, we do need to be prepared, however, to go where the good fortune is, however that shows up. And this could indicate, yes, moves for a lot of you, or this could indicate maybe a setting up of a home away from home kind of situation, however that's going to show up. This is also going to be a time where you may be noticing family relationships going through some powerful transformations as well, where everybody is getting set on their perfect path. So gorgeous fortune across the board. So that is what we've got for your astrology and the weather. I hope you found this helpful. Let's have a look and see what's going on with the tarot and the traffic. Okay, Pisces, time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly tarot and the traffic. So we've got your spiritual themes, what this week is all about. You got your material concerns, money, career, practical affairs. News from other people, friends, contacts, family. This can also be an area that talks about a partner, but they have a card of their very own. Challenges and love, romance, and partnerships specifically. All right, so for your spiritual theme this week, you've got the Page of Cups upright, which is a card of gift giving and gift receiving. And you're kind of on the receiving end this week with this card. The Page of Cups is all about kindness, favor, fondness, and things just going overall really, really well when it comes to your social life, your personal life. But this can also indicate a new road for a lot of important relationships in your life, making them all the more sweet. The Page of Cups can indicate new important connections also getting made, as well as connections that are ready for an evolution, getting a chance to go further with that. With the Page of Cups, though, you're going to want to, of course, make sure that you are ready for this, because with this card in this position, it's likely because these relationships, these connections, be they professional or personal or whatever, because they are evolving, it is going to require the terms and sort of the layout of the world these relationships exist in to change as well. But again, this is a card of substantial growth, as well as, again, some gifts for you to receive as well. For your material circumstances, work, job, finances, practical affairs, and career, you've got the Magician card reversed. And so this week, there is probably going to be a situation that comes up where you have to confront either a manipulator or an incompetent around a situation that has just kind of shown signs of being irredeemable or irretrievable. The Magician reversed usually shows up with one or the other. Now, this could likely be a situation where a project or a pursuit is running the risk of falling flat or being a waste of time because of their actions, inactions, or again, their ineptitude. Or there could be something from the past that we are discovering has just been sort of badly formulated. It's not coming together, and we have to be ready to turn aside. Be careful as well with the Magician card reversed. There could be something of a temptation to either engage, commit to, or keep something going that should not be kept going either. We need to nip it in the bud. And, maybe this Magician reversed is tying up your time and availability away from, let's just say, better people. For your community, friends, relatives, other people in your life, you've got the Page of Wands reversed. So there is something else that may come up that is discovered to be a bit of a flop. The Page of Wands reversed, unfortunately, can show up where a disappointment, fakery, flakery, or inconsistency is creating some instability or a lack of reliability in a connection. And, maybe the Page of Cups that we saw earlier is just basically like, look, you're going to find out who your friends are this week. They're going to be going up and this crap's going to be going down. Because the Page of Wands reversed can indicate a dropout, a fail, or possibly something going on where we could have been chasing a mirage, or we have been following a red herring. There could also be a sense of somebody maybe dropping out, or again, failing to do their part where they said they would, or where you need them to show up. For your challenge this week, you've got the Five of Swords reversed. And the Five of Swords reversed is actually a good reversed card. It's a card of ceasefires, it's a card of truces, it's a card of reparations. And if you are having this card show up as a challenge, sometimes this can show up where we need to swallow our pride and be ready to maybe make adjustments to where we have been favoring the wrong people, the wrong priorities for however long. You know, I've seen this card show up in readings for people where it's like, yeah, you picked the wrong friend when you had to choose between these two friends. You picked the wrong guide when you were looking at these two roads at your crossroads. You may have some situations come up where you're kind of like, boy, did I bet on the wrong horse. This horse is dead. You know, there could be some stuff that comes up around that. The good news, there is good news with the Five of Swords reverse, though, is that reparations are a part of it. And you will be able to reconstruct, reconnect, and repave a road or a path in order to continue following it where you maybe stopped short before. For your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Eight of Wands reversed. And the Eight of Wands reversed is a card of disruptions, it's a card of delays, misfires, and sometimes a sudden left turn. With this card, there is probably something going on in your love life where a road that we've been going down can't be followed anymore. It's done. It's hit the cliff, it's hit the wall, and there's nothing on the other side. This could indicate a need to assess where a rerouting has to occur. This could be something that has to do with your life and your partner's life as a pair if you are coupled, or this could just indicate a certain direction or a certain endgame goal or plan that we've been aiming towards, either personally or together. The Eight of Wands reversed can also show up where it's possible something, a misfire, is creating, it's showing where something cannot be done the way we are trying to get it done. And perhaps it's likely a partner or a partner intended could also be having some reconsiderations about a path they've come down as well, whether it's career or their social life or something like that, which is also bringing up a lot of this stuff. For those of you who are single or are available to new people, this card is indicating that there is likely something where a relationship or a partnership or a connection that you would like to explore or maybe entertain more sincerely, and it's on the table, cannot be pursued the way it's being pursued. It's going to have to be, again, rerouted in a sense, or pursued by a different approach with a different strategy, or likely something that we're going to have to come up. It's possible, but again, kind of like the coupled Piscean people, this relationship is going to have to come about by a different way, or it can only come together if we're heading in a different direction than what we think we're heading towards now. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, don't forget my name is Nico, Son of Selene, and should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.